or whenever you might see this. It is in 2021 of the Gregorian calendar. I mean, I don't really participate in that timeline so much. I mean, I'm here, obviously, but it is a Friday before the Super Bowl, where the two red teams, well, no, actually, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and which Tom Brady was from the Patriots, not the Buccaneers. It's a whole, if you understood I talked about this years ago, which is hilarious. The funny part about this is I talked about Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers because there was three teams that were, um, they were iconic, and I don't mean iconic in a sense that they became it. They were using so you have Patriots, Raiders, and Buccaneers. Why would Tom Brady be the best quarterback in the league, going to Super Bowls every year, ever get traded? It makes no sense. And now he's going to go to Super Bowl again. So he went from the Patriots to the Buccaneers. It's showing you something. And he's going to play against Patrick Mahomes for the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs versus the Buccaneers. What are Chiefs? What are Buccaneers? You think it's the other way around? It's not. Just like this stock market thing that's happening right now with people betting. What's up, Dave? What are you doing, man? How you feeling? Yeah, it's like what's happened with the short sales of, like, everybody's like trying to figure out what a short sale is and how the stock market works. Like they're all like oh, should I have bet on it? Should I have gambled on it? Should I have, because they made a lot of money, but they're just doing it to fuck over. Like there's so many ins and outs to the foolishness of it. I'll tell you why you can tell it was orchestrated, because it's on the news media. They don't just pick up a story and go with it. That's not what happens. They're playing both sides of the story. So we could talk all about that, but I want to have some fun. I don't really, like, it's Friday night. I was supposed to go listen to some music across the street from my place, and there was a movie being filmed. I think it was really, I don't know if it was a movie or what. It was just lots of. It looked like a movie, I think. And then, like, you got like cut off streets and shit. But last week I heard there was gonna be more music, and so I wanted to go show you guys some music tonight. But the only way we can do that is if we go over and hang out on another channel, drinking and chilling. Yes, I got a glass of wine, and I got a fucking a cookie. This is the dumbest thing. Like, no, like a literal, like, fresh baked cookie. Some guy just walking around. So I'm hanging out next to there's a grocery store next to me, and I go there, and it's a quick jaunt there, and it has everything I need. Everything's good priced. The people are awesome. And afterwards I'll have a couple beers, and I'll sit out front. There's a tree there, and sometimes I'll meet some of the homeless people, and just, like, generally play some music and just fuck around. And somebody walked around. I could tell he was from the neighborhood because he walked around. He's like, "Did you want a cookie?" And I was like, "Do I want a cookie? Of course I do." And he hands me a cookie off of a plate, fresh baked, because it was still warm. I was like, "Is there anything else in here?" And he's like, and we were just kind of joking back and forth. I was like, "Is there anything good in here?" He's like, "Yeah, chocolate chips." And he kind of laughed because he knew what I was saying. He's like, I was like, "Yes, it's already perfect, but, like, I got a fresh baked cookie," which was, yeah, fantastic. But that's what I got in that. So let's have some fun. I don't know where to go with the. I don't know if I want to do a whole lecture series right now on what the whole purpose of this did the so you have the markets, you got subprime loans, you have short selling, you have that's too long of a thing to think of it in a very simple way. If you heard about it on the news media, you're three steps behind what's happening. And they're probably controlling it. And by they, it's not a they. There is an us and them kind of thing. There always is. But you might be one of them one day. And then you're gonna hate us. No, that's not. That's you just gotta understand. It's like it's different classes systems, but it shouldn't be classist. It should be more there should be a fluid arch through all of the systems, but there's not. There's stop losses at places, and so the fact that this is on the news, and then I seen the dude that was supposedly introduced the idea to the community, and he was worth $33 million. Makes you go to think a little bit, and then I have to think double. Like, okay, well, if the Reddit community really came, bought into this, what would they be doing? They would do it, and then the media would steal it somehow, and then spin it their way. I hope you can understand. I'm kind of talking in vague language about what's going on here. So if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. The other option is this: that the sales of the stock was only to show people as what happens if you do this, because now they're started to regulate the market differently. They're starting to do things weird with the market to show you who controls the market system. It's like George Carlin said, right? It's a big club and you ain't in it. Can't fuck with the hedge fund investor. They're worth billions. How dare you? Oh. Or was it somebody that already calculated it ahead of time because they already knew they would, they were thinking they were playing like extra special chess. I don't know if you ever played chess, you don't think 1 or 2, 3 moves ahead. You play position and then you play moves after. You don't play moves. Moves are stupid. You have to play like, that's amateur mind to think you can just like move a piece. You can't play, even in checkers, you can't even think about one loss of a piece. You have to think of it, multiple down the road. So nonetheless, I'll get that out the way. Let's it's Friday, and normally right now in this city there would be Mardi Gras parades happening. There'd be people like lining the fucking streets and having a good old time. So they're stealing your money. They're stealing our happiness, our stole the music, they stole the love, the joy. These are killjoys. Like, for what reason? Is it because they're all going out? Is the Great Reset all of these old people dying, and then they finally give, if they they give the money away, whatever the fuck they do, I don't know. Does it go back to the people who actually share it? Is that the reset? There's more of a different system where they're not trying to own everything, because they were like, because you realize to like be greedy. If you have the less money you have, the less greedy you are. I've noticed mostly. Yeah, that's what it is. Less money people got, the less greedy they are. The more they got, the more they just like, I need to have, I must keep this. Like, Jesus Christ! Like, I've had a lot of nice things. I don't get it, because I've had nice things. I've made a lot of money. And even being as next to poor as I am, or whatever it is, without, I'm rich of something. But I go, but what the fuck is wrong with these people? Is $1 billion not enough? Like, really, $1 billion would make 1,000 millionaires? Yes. How many billionaires are there? So they couldn't just find 1,000. They couldn't find 1,000 people that are worthy, and there are people that are worth more than $1 billion, right? You know what I'm saying? And to live a good life, to live a really good life, $100,000 is, like, right now in American money terms. If you gave me $100,000, I would be fucking balling out of control, because I know what to do with my money. I'm not gonna waste it superfluously on stupid shit, like fucking, like hookers and crack and heroin and fuck. Yeah. What's up? What are you doing, XX? Yeah, they could afford to. Well, I mean, the thing is, because this, you have to understand it in a larger. Let me do this before we get into fun times. You have to understand the larger underpinnings of a marketplace. Okay, it's going well. The larger underpinnings of a marketplace is to understand that jobs that everyone used to do have been negated, and now they're automated, which is fine. People can't be like, oh, China's going to steal our jobs, or Mexicans are going to steal our jobs, or automation will steal our jobs. No, that's an okay thing that automation steals your jobs, because automation and technology was always there as a tool to always make the mundane, redundant tasks that we would have to do on a regular basis more, because there's a lot of people that's provided for them very easily. So lazy people are the most intelligent. Why? Because I can just make it. It will take me 2 hours to make something that would make 50 pancakes, but it would take you 3 hours to just do it by hand. It would take me 2 hours to design a thing that would there would be equanimity in the way that I make pancakes, right? So we're living in a place, in a marketplace, that everything that we need, everything we desire, besides friends and family and love and all of the human type things, the experience, we can get it anywhere. If you ever want, if you want a donut, factory line donuts. You want a car, factory line cars. I know, if you really want a nice car, and you're gonna have to go get it serviced all the time and blah blah, because don't get me wrong, humans are great at things. They're great at art. They're great at love. They're great at like interacting. But a computer system and a high powered water laser jet will carve out something the way a human could never. Because you're not built to do that. You're built, or your being is built to design the building of something as a system that will coordinate specificities. Like, I can't do all the math so quick, but the computer will do it faster. And can I laser print something? No, I don't have lasers coming out. I'm not a fucking shark with lasers on my forehead. You know what I mean? So you have to understand where we're living, and the change of the marketplace is this. Is like everyone should be pretty close to out of poverty. There's no reason to be poverty or perverted. Poverty is perverted. It's a very similar word to be really understood what poverty and perverted is. To not have enough and always have to go a different way to find it. Abundance has always been there. Abundance is something that you can't even. It's always there. But then they put walls and blockades, and they cut down trees, and then they barricade everything from everyone else having it. But now, if technology does what it's supposed to do, then everybody can have everything they need. No one gets in anyone's way. That's the simple thing. Technology is supposed to, and always has supposed to, have been the how to say it the right way. I'm gonna equalizer for things. And when I say equalizing, I'm not saying that things are equality or sameness. I'm just saying that it just equalizes things in the sense that, like, it shouldn't take me having to fucking, like, I love cooking, so I should be able to just walk around like my guy. I said earlier, he was walking around with some cookies, and because somehow he has a platform that whatever he's done in his life, and I know he's got a wife, he's got maybe a husband, or I don't know, or maybe he's got a job or maybe he made a lot of money in stock. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he can just walk around at 7 o'clock on a Friday night and hand out cookies to anybody. What a fucking good life. I would do that. But I still have to. I would love to do that, but I can't, because, I still do some of that kind of shit. But then there's other part of my time I have to go, like, fuck, I have to, like, figure out how to make fucking $5 today just so I can put some goddamn, food in my face, or, make sure that the roof is over my head. That's obscene. And it's obscene for everyone else because they've been living that way, and it shouldn't be that way. How are these people so outcasted from society? Like, they were the fault. They were, like, they were the religious, the people that didn't believe the religion, and so, like, outcast them. What is that? Everyone's selling a deity these days. A deity. Yeah. But I just want to dip over to have some fun in a second here. They're trying to keep this. Yeah, at 80 years old, 90 years old, like, what are they going to do? They're gonna keep their status with what? They're so far beyond toast. Like if we just assume that after you die you go to another realm. I mean, you think you might go to like nothing, or you might go to another realm, but what would their purpose? Like, they have to know that they will only be looked at as ignorant old fools. And as generations, if we are evolving, we'll only look at socialism and capitalism as both fucking wastes. They're both wasteful in different ways. I could explain to you capitalism and socialism, but we live in a mediocrity of corporatocracy, where you can see it on the news. I mean, who's working for who? Is the news working for the media? Is the media working for the government? Is the government working for the banks? Or the banks working for the... Who knows? I mean, the magicians doing it, like, and why, if they're so smart, control things to such a degree that it makes people suffer? We'll figure this out sooner or later, but I mean, I've said it enough how it works, but... So what do you think? Should we go have some fun? Do you guys want to listen to some music? Do you want to do something weird? Because it is Friday. I mean, I'm not really capable of doing it on here, but we'll be taking my channel very soon to other platforms, because it's just the... Unless YouTube's gonna do what it takes for YouTube to continue to be its entity and its thing, if it doesn't progress forward and allow people to freedom of speech, and I mean, because we have it. I mean, I have it to a degree. I can talk as much shit as anybody out here, but my channel is very small, right? There's people with big channels that can talk a lot of shit too, but they're doing it they're doing it for a paycheck, and they talk shit in a different way. But yeah, anyways, I'm just saying, most of what I'll be doing will be going to different platforms. It probably has to. I just this has been fun. I wish I could grow from here, but I've been very much, handed the, like, okay, well, your channel like a year and a half ago is like blacklisted, unless new owners take over YouTube. Yeah. Well. So yeah, what I'm probably gonna do here, at least for the evening, is probably go over to do a Zoom chat, and that way we can fuck off over there. We can see each other in the general eyeball holes and facial regions, and you could see me the same way that... Wait, I don't even know who the fuck any of you are. We'll just talk a bunch of shit. Who knows? You guys want to join? It'd be fun. I'll put it up here. I'll let you know, and then I'll probably start another show after this, because I don't know. I'm glad I got that little bit off of my my brain. I don't know where my brain is. Where does your brain go? Your brain and your mind are different, but where does your mind go when you're not using it? I don't know. Kind of goes off in the astral realms. Kind of floats around in the outer spatial regions. Oh yeah, I will. I mean, here's the things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to well, here's the thing is, I've been trying to, like, observe these other channels, but they seem to be at least somewhat fucking, like, they still get hacked, and they're still getting fucked up. Like, I still get a voice on here. Those other channels, like, they're just as fucking fucked as any other channel. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm not... The only thing that happens to me on here is I can say anything I want. And I'm just saying, there must be some reason for that, and I'm okay with that. And so I'm not shitting on YouTube. I'm just saying that there's other channels that, like, people make accounts. They go, oh, I got to go over here because YouTube won't let me to say this, and they won't let me say this. But I haven't really got any of my shit shut down. I've gotten shit stole from me. Like on the I had a music on or something, and I've had a couple because I said really bad words, But most of the time, no, I've made enough videos. Um, I don't know. There's enough people at YouTube that must like me. That's what I gotta say about that. But I'm just saying, like, if there's gonna be new platforms, like, I'd be happy to just like hang out and do the YouTube thing because it's pretty good. They're missing they could do a lot of new things on their platform to allow for uh I don't want to say progressive behavior, but like just for interaction with humans. But they only do it. They side with what's good. It's not going to make them more money because YouTube isn't an entity unto itself. YouTube is a part of a conglomerate. So the conglomerate knows if they fuck up YouTube, it doesn't matter because the they could kill, like, okay, do you remember do you remember this idea of like people that they're like, oh, this person went bankrupt. Like, no, they didn't go bankrupt. One of their businesses went bankrupt, but if they got 60 businesses, it's an umbrella corporation. So if YouTube goes, to fucking fault, it just goes to shit. Like, let's speak about it again. Blockbuster is the whole giggity goo Blockbuster. And then fucking what else? What else is the other bullshit? I mean, no, not Blockbuster, but that's what they're trying. That's the Blockbuster made a meme about it. It was fucking hilarious. Or somebody made a meme about Blockbuster saying it was the video game store. Whatever. I mean, I get it. I didn't need to read the whole fucking thing to understand what's happening. So, so GameStop. Yeah, there you go. So GameStop. People just put a bunch of money. Yeah, that's the thing is it was already. Even if that happened, for to have 50 tentacles to cut one off and the other one grows back anyways, they don't really care about losing an aspect. So whatever that is going in the stock market. That didn't kill all the hedge funds. That didn't kill all of the fucking people that were planting filthy seeds to have, because I mean, why do they call it a hedge fund? How many people have had? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how this fucking works. If you walk into a very shitty neighborhood, who has hedges? No one. Walk into a nice neighborhood, everyone has hedges around the outside. They might even have a fence. You're in the middle class, they might have a white picket fence. In a higher neighborhood, they have walls, but they normally have hedges, and they get cleaned up real nice. Hedge funds keeps you out. You don't want to go through that. You know how it's easier to jump. It's easier to jump over a brick wall than it is to go through some hedges. I've been telling people this since day one. There's an analogy to everything, and I'm making that up on the spot. And yeah, but I'm gonna do this every time because it always works. And why does it always work? Because I didn't create the language. I'm just telling you how the language functions. Hedge funds, like you think you're just gonna you think like if that really happened, if it did happen, you think the hedge fund's gonna let them just walk over the hedges? So there's a bunch of fucking. What did they do? What did they do first? Reddit. What did they do? Storm Area 51. They're gonna let them run up in the Area 51. They're gonna run up in some hedge funds. They just put it on the news. It's deeper than that. They're showing you something. Too many ideas going on. Yeah. So where am I going? The other channels would be brand new tube, but everyone that I've seen on there, their channels that I know from YouTube, and I go over there and they have like 2 viewers, and here they have like 6,000. The only one that I know other than that is Vernon Coleman, and I only agree with like 90% of his views. I mean, he's doing a great job for a lot of people, but yeah, and then you have there's one other channel that I might consider, but I mean at that point, at what point does that channel like get fucked up and shut down? Like, I don't know. Do I just gotta go to the channel I gotta pay my taxes on? What's the shit called with the I don't know, everybody's got one of these channels but I've explained this before. I don't have a very big crowd. I have you guys, and it says I have 6,000. No, I get less and less every day. Weird, weird. It seems like I've become more and more unentertaining, and no one wants to hear me, except for if you looked at my, if you do you want to see my statistics? Like, do you know, like, if there's somebody sitting in the front of class with an A plus, I get 97% positive likes. No one downvotes my videos. Never. The only time they downvote my videos is when I'm being a drunken asshole. That's about it. Or I'd be about like 98, 99% thumbs up. Nobody thumbs down my videos. Because, but why? Like, you know what? I mean, if you could track these people and you'd be like, who's thumbs up, who's thumbs down, if somebody just keeps coming back to your video and thumbs down, they shouldn't even be able to speak, you know, because they're just doing it on purpose. But I'm just saying that, you know, what is like, where's the outlet for whatever needs to be said, my creativity, me, and the universal like code of how do you interact with people, how do you treat each other, and why is it that we're living in a realm right now that it seems that the people that are good, whatever good is, they're told to shut the fuck up and not speak, and then people that come out here actually doing as good as they can. I get it, we all fuck up, you know what I mean? We all make mistakes in the way that we act, and like sometimes we're so frustrated. Oh, but what are you gonna do? How could you possibly respond to such an absolutely irate, obscene, insane, confused society of meandering Neanderthals? Yeah, go ahead and put that down. Yes, that's on the spot. I didn't write that shit down. This is what happens in my brain. It's very confusing as to how we all have to deal with this shit. And so, like, when people come along and say, hey, you know, it could be easier for everyone, including the people that are trying to go, let's control everything, let's control everything. And they're like, dude, just calm the fuck down. Like, you know? Like, what are you supposed to do? People that try, you know, is it old people always trying to control everything? Are they scared of death? Tell them to come see me. I'll show them death. And it's a beautiful place. It truly is. You have to kill aspects of yourself every day, and as soon as you start to kill parts of yourself, you kill some of the weeds in your garden, and then your mind becomes it's free of all of the dilapidated things that occur because that you don't take care of your gardens of knowledge, your temples, you know? I mean, do I want these old people to leave and go and die? No. But do I want them to stop fucking with everyone? Yes. Old people are not good people. Elders are good people. Elders, do you know who they call an elder? I'm going to ask you a question, and this is for everyone. You know what they call elders? Indian native people. Because they never have money. They live in a teepee. They're very lowbrow. They don't have a lot of anything, but they're always taken care of, etc., etc. But old people, they fucking suck. They think they know what's going on, and because then they want to control things so much, like they can't even not shit their pants on a regular basis. Like if they like can they even wipe their own ass? Do they even can they even shave anymore? Do they even know how to clean themselves up? Can they even get out of the bathtub without help? Hey, don't worry, I'll go through these problems. But I'm just saying, like, the difference between being old and being an elder is wildly different. No one calls these old people elders, but if you talk to tribal people, they would say that's the elder, and they'll be like, oh, those are the old folks over there. Old folks are different. Old folks versus elders are a million miles apart, and we're still sitting here. Oh. I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore. This is the way I generally feel. In the past few, I don't know. It might have been before the whole fake bullshit, but you know, now it's so obviously clear. Like what is my purpose and goal here? Like I don't you know, my purpose means my pure position, purpose, pure position, purpose. And what is my goal here? I don't really have a goal. I'm not trying to control anybody, so I don't have a goal. And do I have a position? No, it's just like I like people to be happy. Fucking weird thing to want. What an insane desire to I harbor so much love for people. Do you know how people harbor hate? No, I don't. I've had people that do the dumbest shit to me. I still don't hate them. I've done dumb shit to people, and I would hope they would forgive me. Is it because I do dumb shit that I forgive other people? No. I just find it easier to not go about wasting my days on carrying around the luggage and baggage of other people's idiosyncrasies and ignorances and fallacious, weird conundrums. You know, it's bizarre to me. Hmm. Well, thanks for showing up, guys. It's always funny. Like I made a show a couple days ago, and there's always some people that come in, and I know that a few of them have jobs or they live in different places, so they don't speak English so well, or they don't know how to type. Or but sometimes I made a video literally just to see what would happen. The title of the video was the dumbest thing you could ever title a video, and then I muted it and I put my face off camera, and then I kept looking back into how many people were in the room and how many thumbs up, and I had thumbs up and people in the room for most of the show, and it didn't make any sense to me, and so at the same time that frustrated me in one direction, and then I made a show where I was talking to somebody, and the person that I know off camera a little bit, uh they text me like, did you get my message? And I looked on my Instagram, and I got the message on Instagram, but on the YouTube it told me that I had a message from this person, but then I went to my video that I made and there was no message left. It was deleted. Super champion. Well, thank you for saying so, man. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I made a video. People have tried to contact me in so many different ways to ask for help or just to say what up or whatever. Sometimes I don't get back to people because I get a lot of emails, and sometimes it's because I just don't want to, and other times it's because I literally don't get it. And that's what that's the thing is. I don't. There's this weird thing where like sometimes I just I didn't get the message. And I've seen it like I could click on my YouTube account and go to my my video and then look underneath and it'll say two comments, and then I'll go to new or popular comments and there'll be no comments there. It will say two, but then there'll be nothing there. And then I'll go to my other page, which is my YouTube studio, and I'll look at it and there'll be comments from someone and they'll say something. And they're not there anymore. But I know who it is, and they didn't delete them. They specifically said they didn't delete them. And it wasn't even, it was just random, like, what's up, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is the way the world fucking functions at this point. Fuck you gonna do? Well, Super Champion, what we're gonna do here, my bearded brethren, we're gonna go to the zooms in a minute. That way we can all fuck around. That way I don't have to sit here and do this one-sided. One-sided. Was that one side? One side or one side, one mind? I just wonder why the world as a totality has to. There are some people have to maintain the level of dishonesty to maintain a leverage on people. Like for instance, you know, like to get. You ever see somebody that has like two accounts on Instagram or something, and then they're like typing and they type back to themselves, and you know that they're typing back to you, and they're trying to make a fucking war. So people are like, oh yes, and then people get involved in that, and then their channel blows up because it's like, Yeah, you want to do that? I'll grab the computer in a second. So all these other idiots. What's up? I will. We'll do that and we'll listen to some music. I've been listening to this really awesome music tonight, and hopefully you know some of it. It's gonna be we're gonna listen to country. We listen to country. I've been really digging the fuck out of it. And I was playing it outside, and I was playing some jazzy shit earlier, and somebody was like, "Yo, you." He said, "Yo, you're playing some really." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, I had to pause. He's like, "Dude," he's like, "You're not playing in that fucking hippity fucking bullshit." I was like, "Why would I do that?" He's like, "Thank you for the good music." It was just some dude walking his dog. I was like, "Oh, wow, fucking awesome." And then I started listening to this really great. There's like three really great artists that I found recently. Four actually. Very very swampy Louisiana country. Not like country, but like, hey, all right, fine, fuck it, let's do this. Yeah. Did you ever have a dog that got the zoomies? You know what the zoomies are? It's like when your dog gets out of control and just starts running around the whole fucking place. Whoom! They just zoom around the whole thing and they jump on something, they look at something, and they freak the fuck out and they just run. It's the best thing in the world. Best thing in the world. I was a little upset because the dude that said something to me, his dog was so well trained that didn't want to come over and talk to me because he walked the other way. And I was like, dude, you realize I want to play with your dog. Like, I didn't say it out loud, but like he could sense that I liked this dog. It was a fat headed pit bull. What the fuck? That's my people's. Andre Freeman. Andre Freeman. Who the fuck are you and what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, is this who I think it is? Are you using an alternative account? What are you doing, man? I think I know. I'm pretty sure I know who you are at this point. I could be wrong, but you want to get on the zoomy shits? I thought no, you're not. Actually, you're not. No, I was thinking you're somebody else because the picture. I thought you was a child's, but no. Circle on the back. we got. Yes sir. Yes sir. I does you change you are so I am right. You yes you asked yes. Oh, see, I just that quick. I don't even know why or how. It was just a general instinct that I had there. See, fucker, I'm okay with this. You know what I learned about the yes sir shit was when I lived in Baltimore. Yes sir. There was like Baltimore DC shit that was different. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean that's good, man. Fuck. Well, here I am. I never know who anybody is, but I mean, you've already noticed. Fuck it. I talk the same. It's not gonna change. And I already know who everybody is. Here. Welcome. Can I spell it welcome? It has to be with a K. O-M-M-E. That's a very German way of spelling things. And we'll split this up for 999 hours. We'll get rid of the passcode. We'll put on the host video and the participant video. We'll save that, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know why I said that in Spanish, even though it's a German word. But I'm pretty sure most of you. I'm pretty sure all of you know each other. I'm XX. I forget who that is. But yeah, yeah. Andre, you know who the other. You don't know who Ripe Soul is. You know who Super Champion is, though. You too, Matt. Here, let's start this thing. Uh-oh. Okay, making a mess. Let's see. Do I look normal? Do I look like myself? Hold on. Do I look over here? This is good. This is good right here. This is. You can't see all my. But I have good. I actually have good skin. It's a little fucking. It's winter time. I get a little fucking. I don't have enough. I didn't get enough sunshine. I didn't get enough moisture on my skin this year. Oh well, XX. Well, feel free to come through if you want to. I'll tell you the number. Here's the number. Somebody write it in. Go to Zoom. Pay attention. It's 821-0010-0365. I'll say it again. 821-0010-0365. Depends on if you're telling someone your credit card information, your phone number, or this. There's a pace to it. So I'll give it to you one more time. This is how you get in here. You don't need a password, but this is the ID. 821-0010-0365. That's it. That's what I got. So come through. We'll be hanging out in here, and I'll just be sitting here. Oh, Andre, you need the app info? No, that's it's Zoom. Just go to zoom.us. Yeah. Andre, zoom.us. And then you have to. It will take you a couple minutes. Zoom.us. If you go to zoom.us, you have to go to the bottom of the page, and in the left-hand corner, it gives you a couple options, and it'll say create an account kind of thing. It's over there on left. I forget where it is. If someone can help with this, and then you just create an account, and Zoom is free for you guys. I paid for it so I can host a big room, and yeah. And then once you create it, put your email in and get your fucking password. Blah blah blah. You get your name, etc. etc. Same as any other account. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay anything. You just put the fucking thing in there, and then put that number in there, and you can show up, and you can have your camera on, and you can have your audio on. And if you don't have your camera audio on, that's fine too. It looks like this to me. But if you put your camera audio on, you can actually talk to me, and I can see your stupid face. And yes, you certainly do have a stupid face. Why? Because I'm the most beautiful thing that's ever been created. Obviously. Check it out. What? I don't even know what that means. Andre, sweet. Well, I mean, if you want to send me some funds, there's one way to do it. It's two ways. Cash App with the $, and then T, the capital T, SAR, then capital X, and then EN. Or you can do it through PayPal, paypal.me/T with a capital T, SAR, capital X, EN. Yeah. Oh, you gotta realize I'm an absolute drunken retard and a shaman, and also I just talk a lot, and I listen a lot, and I listen to so many people and talk to so many. I can't facilitate remembering all things. Hey, Royal Vaughn is here, so come through. Look at Royal Vaughn is here. Hey, you fuckers, you're missing out. Come through. It's gonna be so much fun, because this red-haired freak at this point. I hope you could hear me. Hey, good looking bike behind you. How the fuck did you get your hair, your bike, and the thing you're sitting in to match? And your tattoos? Dude, the aesthetics on you. If I could take a picture of that, it would. It looks like the bike is coming out of your skull. Yeah, I know.
Hey, man, some real Aussie shit right here.
Mm-hmm. What's up, bro? It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, you too, bro. Not much. I just got back from the beach, actually, so I'm just chilling.
Oh man, I've missed the beach since living there. I
You live in a school?
I've lived in a lot of beaches. No, not that beach. I've lived in beaches, in the beach, just in general. Yeah. Did you not know me from making videos at the beach?
Oh, actually, no. There was. I remember one about when a woman's pregnant, and if she, it was really an interesting idea. If she was to eat at the certain time periods of the year to equate to the certain, like the certain vibrations that the baby would need. Say, if like February they eat bread, it was like something along those lines.
Wow, dude, I really do. See, this is the thing. See, I don't even remember half the shit that I say. Yes, that sounds like something I would say, and it makes sense now. But I couldn't tell you the video. I lived at the beach for almost a year. I lived in Alabama at Orange Beach, and so I got a really nice suntan about a year and a half ago. Well, 2 years ago. Then I came back to New Orleans. I live in Louisiana and I lived in Alabama, next to Florida. So look at the bottom of the United States around the Gulf Coast. I lived around there.
Are you from New York? Is that
I'm from New
have you
York,
lived
but
in?
Baltimore is kind of hey, you know Galaxy, which is his actual name is uh let's see if we can I'm gonna rename him. Sorry, I gotta
Yeah.
what should I change your name to, Galaxy? What is it?
Rocker. Super
Roger?
champion rocker.
Yeah, no, no, no. This is Super Champion, but I was gonna say Super Champagne. Oh yeah, we'll do
Champagne.
a champagne, yeah. Rock hair. There it is. Super Champagne rock hair. There it is.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I lived in if you're familiar with the States, I lived in the Northeast, which is way different than the Southeast. I never lived in the West Coast really. I visited, but I lived in the Northeast, which is a little colder, so people have a little stiffer temperament, a stiffer up lip, you know. And then people in the South, they're a
Mhm.
little more kind of they kind of just mully around. They kind of, but then you get to the deeper South, and there it's a little different. Uh,
Mm.
so yeah, I'm from Baltimore, which is yeah. I'm not from the bad parts, but I lived. If you're familiar with the movie that was recorded called well, no, it was on HBO. It wasn't a movie, but it was a series, um, and it was in the blue light district. I forget the fucking name of it, but it was just basically one of the first things that came out of HBO, where they were showing you what was going on in the middle of the hood. And so I lived 2 blocks from where they filmed that. Yeah.
Okay.
So like,
Yeah,
and
I
no, that
mean,
was, yeah. After they filmed it, they kind of had to move, kind of thing. So they were using the movie to move. They were gentrifying by using the movie. Yeah.
mm. Can you can you define what that means? Because that's not a word that gets used in Australia at all.
What, gentrification?
Yeah, like that's such a foreign concept.
Uh,
Just in a language that
Gentrification means to take whatever the lower class views of fun is away. So if you play basketball, ain't basketball happening no more. You got to turn it up to like tap dancing. It takes lower project houses, like fucked up houses. Like the way that you live is no longer relevant. In the best ways, gentrification tries to bring people up out of the slum and the gutter and get them a nice thing and stuff, but it takes away their culture in the worst way. So there's this really interesting dynamic between how far people want to go with gentrification, which means I want to make sure that we clean up the streets and we do all this we're the music. But then here's where they go too far. The music got to be off at 8 o'clock, and it's like white grandma versus the other grandma. The black grandma will tell you at fucking at 11 o'clock, she'll come over and whoop your goddamn ass if you're playing music too loud. You'll learn your lesson. White grandma says we're gonna have to shut that off at 8:30, and then if you don't, then you might get a spanking later. And they want to make sure that the lights are on. But what they're doing really is gentrification gets rid of culture,
mm,
but uses the getting rid of culture. Well, they use the excuse I want to help everyone, uh, and because it's always representative of governmental or religious notions. So if you have government and religion, they're gonna want to control you to a degree to never allow your culture to exist. Like don't get me wrong. I don't know anybody that lives in subpar standards that wouldn't want a heater, that wouldn't want clean water, that wouldn't want a nice house. But at the same time, like they're not gonna get rid of like dancing the way they do and playing basketball and doing all the things. Like give them a better court and they might treat it better. Don't give them busted
mm,
down fucking hoop. Don't give them the shitty streets. Don't give them the fucking they don't take care of that. So why the fuck are they gonna care about your culture? So there's this. That's gentrification just means in general. as I went through that whole thing, explained from what I know about it, what they will tell you is gentrification means to clean up the neighborhood and make sure everything is nice and neat. And the first thing to do in gentrification is get rid of basketball courts and get rid of the poverty homes, and they move them to a bigger house and a larger plot of land way far away from the city to get the what you call the melanated or black people away from each other. So they move their sisters, their brethrens, and their cousins away from each other so they can't bind and bond anymore.
Do you think that there's a concentrated effort to target the melanated people?
Yes.
Yeah. What would why do you feel like that would be?
Because sun charge is melanation. Melanation is the black hole. It's the black sun. It's the energy of the world. The more melanation you get in your, so you have neuromelanin, which makes your brain work. Do you think your brain is actually white? It takes neurology. Neuromelanin is the blackness that allows all light to exist. And so when your skin becomes melanated, you actually protect yourself from whatever the terrible UV rays of the sun would be, even though the UV rays were what were causing your skin to turn color. So the less melanation you have so you have melanation in your eyes and in your hair, not so much on your skin, but you probably get a good suntan after a while. You probably get red first. Do you get red first?
Man, I don't really tan at all.
Ah. So look at what ink you put on your skin. No. Look at your chest right now. Look at your chest. You have black ink all over you. Why? But you got that from somewhere. You got that for a reason. It was an energy and hey, what up, Ann Ra Freeman? Good to see you. So I was trying to tell him about melanin and why his chest is tattooed with black ink. You know, the black ink is a representation of melanin, which is a defense mechanism against things that would harm you. It's a shield. So when black people go out in the sun, it doesn't burn them. I've seen people play basketball in 110-degree heat with the hat on, boots, and black. I came out there, I'm sweating. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? I'm fucking like, it's my first day. It's my first day in New Orleans, and I'm like, I got like cut off on. I'm like, should I just take my shirt off? What the fuck? And they're like, they got boots on. They're not even sweating, and they're wearing a fucking winter hat. I'm like, it is fucking July, and yeah.
With everything you said, bro, like for real, but why is that a reason to target those individuals?
Because white people are weak. Because they can't process certain types of information. If I say something to you, white people become very offended. They're offended by things. I don't know anyone that is melanated that gets offended because their mind, which is neuromelanin, which processes through the eyes, which becomes part of their brain. Then they can speak. They speak different, and there is if there's an us and them, I'm a hybrid, so I can speak about anything the fuck I want. Yeah, I don't know what degree yet, but. But there is it's the expression on your skin. The skin is the word kins. It means your family. So your skin produces your kin, and the fact that someone is putting all that ink on you, INK is ink, which is skin, which is kin. So if you get ink in a family, you are skinned up. You are kinned. You are kindling. You are the fire. Kindling is fire. Yeah? Yeah. It's good to see you, Ann Ra Freeman.
Yeah, man. Nice to see you, man. Last time I think we was on here, we was talking about the Vesica Pisces, and I was under Junior Montgomery.
Yeah. There it is. There it is. Throw it up that way. You gotta squeeze it in there to get in there, though. Yeah.
Oh, shit, no. Wait, I'm sorry. I mean, we on this. So I was gonna say, you gotta meet my puppies, man. You always talk about. Always wanted to
Yes. Oh, are they gonna be gray? Are they gonna be gray pit bulls and a blue? Oh fuck yes, puppies!
House. I love the ink, bruh.
Yeah, isn't that's mad wicked, huh?
Yeah, man, that's a nice canvas over there.
Thanks, bro. Are you with you saying the covering of the ink, which is black? Because I've done a lot of like research into just what's happened to the melanated people on this planet and the agenda to kind of. Oh man, I don't know. I think that if they wanted to wipe everyone out, they would. But there's definitely an agenda to like. It seems as though like rid the. I don't know. If rid.
Look. Okay, yeah. You're saying the right words. Look, they're trying to steal, green, black, and feminism. What actually is true mother? What's true blackness? And what's the true green? So look into nature, and what do you see? Green and brown. So everything they cut trees of brown down to make green ink, and if you look anywhere, you're gonna see the herb of the world. The people of the world are that. But anything that can't process vitamin D, which isn't even a vitamin, but it's a hormone that yeah, there's a way to process it. Some people that are like you, because of your light skin, you might be Martian, but you're curious about it, so you could still build up a tolerance to the sunlight on this realm. So this realm is made out of a different type of sunlight. It's a different set of the colors that come out of the sun are different. If you've lived in realms that were purple or versus yellow versus green versus blue versus like right now, the color of the sun has changed. We know this. Hey, so let me see, where are these goddamn puppies at?
Oh, see, I was letting you go.
Oh yeah. But in the back of my mind, more important than anything to me, puppies, man.
All right, calm down, man. All right, my bad.
No, it's okay. Hi, doggos. Hi, doggos. Oh. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Oh, so excited. So many of them. Oh. Yes, I know. I have not got, and you got a cat too? Oh, look at you. Oh, that's the divine one right there, huh?
I got the whole freaking zoo up in this joint, man. Thanks for working with animals, right?
Yeah. What is that? Are those chameleons in there? Did I see some red lights? Snakes or chameleons?
Monitor lizard.
Yeah, you got a lizard. Okay, lizard, snake, chameleon. I figured.
The whole zoo up in this joint.
Fuck yeah. And Rock. Where are you from? Originally.
Oh, me?
Yeah, where are you from originally?
Pennsylvania, but I'm in Maryland. That's why I was in Baltimore. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I was like, yo, how did I just stumble upon him like a year ago? And then I'm listening. I was like,
oh yeah. I used to live on Fleet Street. I used to live on Fleet. I used to live on I don't know if you say Go or Goff. I lived on Goff when I moved there. Right before the projects got knocked down. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And then I never lived in. I always lived in Fells Point and Canton.
I was by the stadium, and then I moved to PG, and then I've been.
You PG County. You're county boy now, huh?
Yeah, I'm a county boy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's got to upgrade sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes space is better, huh?
Well, you think it's space until you look at the strip on the highway and look at how many stores and everything just sitting there side by side. I wish it was space. Me and my dog would be happy.
Ah, yes. Yeah, you need. I mean, if you got animals, you need a yard, man.
Yeah, I know.
Do you make a way to DC a little bit?
I have to make a way to DC. I work in the district.
Oh shit. Okay. Welcome. I used to visit there all the time, man. I used to have a lot of good friends there. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. I think the last time. I know, of course, you can't remember because we always see. Hey.
I probably fucked up, but whatever.
Yeah, we be freestyling, but no, I was like, yeah, you remind me of the bar life. Like when I used to just be out with the bikers and we just having like random conversations, pulling up at DuPont Circle, just listening to music.
Oh no shit! What the fuck? You hung out at DuPont? See, I never hung out there. One of my best friends lived off of DuPont, like literally like one.
Bars there, man. Like that's why I was like, yo, I did not run into. I was like, no, he did say Baltimore. Maybe it wasn't in the city like that. I was like, I don't know.
No, but I went to DC and so a buddy of mine lived just off of DuPont, and we would always go there when we were fucked up, and go to that joint that gave what the fuck kind of food do we get there? It was a little bar in the corner. You had to walk down a flight of steps right near DuPont. It was like one block off of DuPont Circle, and they had this shawarma. It was a shawarma joint. You know what I'm talking about? That shawarma joint right near the highway. Right near the highway. Yes.
Oh man, damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yo, go there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice spot, and they stayed open late too.
Yes, they did, because we come out the bar. We come out the bar fucking rolling, fucking tripped out. Like, okay, we got to eat at this point.
Oh, good times, good times.
Yeah, man. So how is it in PG County, man?
It's stupid. Everybody, like, I was listening to your video the other day. People actually literally sitting here wearing 3 masks. I'm in the store, like, I'm like, yo, like, should I get a mask? I was like, ma'am, no, you're fine, you're fine. I honestly don't care. Andre, they have to put a mask on. I was like, well, you just let them in this party. They did the transaction. JJ, I know you got a lot to say.
You know what? People working their jobs though. It's like they look at me and they go, I understand. We don't have to wear that, and they'll do this. They'll do this. They'll just do. They have their mask on this way. They go like this. They go just do that kind of. Just make sure kind of. So just impress me for a second. I'm like, yeah, I don't want you to lose your job because you gotta make them dollars and cents, man.
It's a VIP pass. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Some places I get a VIP pass, but other places like, okay, if it's a local grocery store and I don't feel like walking a mile away and I want to walk 2 blocks.
Is that a thing?
No, it's 3. It's 3 now.
It's they're working on it. They're trying.
It's 3 and my supervisor actually wears 2 masks and she like she about to go into a riot. She wears a little biohazard like shit on her face with the mask.
Oh.
No way.
I'm like, yo, what I was like, yo, where you about to go? You about to go to war?
Yeah. Okay, so here let's do the actual war. Let's do the war for real right now. Let's figure it out. The entire world, we'll call it America. We'll just say America's the world, right? Even though there's an Australian here, he knows the same goddamn thing. But DC isn't part of America, right? So you have to step in there into a different culture. It's a different culture, right? That culture is that's the upper echelon, right? I've met a lot of good people in DC. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, what are you going to step? It's people that live in DC. Do they step out of DC? No, but people from outside of DC will go in DC, and a lot of beautiful Asian women there. I used to go there just to find me an Asian woman.
Oh shit! Oh, Jenny.
Oh, so what's all the puppies' names?
It's JJ, short for Jameson, one of my favorite whiskeys.
Okay.
I got Amy, short for Amethyst, one of my favorite crystals. So yeah.
Shoot, purple amethyst. Do you know purple amethyst rock?
I heard of it, but I haven't got into it.
Okay, well let me put this on for you right now.
Yeah, play the music because
okay.
I might have said probably a month ago when you was talking about phony people and why I love the moon, I was like, hold up.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. Hey, you all over here on the this shit that you're listening in the background. You can come here. I'll give you the room number one more time. And what's the number of here? And then I'll play this music. It's 821-0010-0365, and I'm out. Peace. Okay, now we can play the music.